MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you could bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Your Detroit Tigers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who will get the ball here in Game 3. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs. All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's focus on former Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. He's dabbled all over the diamond from outfield to third base and has seemed to have found a home at first base. Everybody who plays this game wants to get a knock, to get on first base, to just be able to pick his brain on how he goes about it.
Designated hitter.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
He's set. Here it comes. Right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Ken Griffey Jr. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Standing in now, Harmon Killebrew. He swings and grounds it to short. And a glove flip for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting fifth, catcher Mike.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza. He gets it hard on the ground to the left. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Into the box, Ernie Banks. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Oh, and he misses it. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Jim.
Now at the plate, Jim Rice. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
In now, Roberto Alomar. And he puts it on the ground to second. And Marista's got it. And a high throw, but he's able to keep anchored on the bag at first, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 6 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Royals lead it 3-0. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Doug DRABEK is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
The windup and the 0-1. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Line toward the gap in left center. On his junior, but this is a base hit.
Batting 3rd.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Cabrera, posing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Jackson on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Tigers are shut down there. They trail in this one 3-0. So striding in, Reggie Jackson. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Martin. He can't get to it. This one's down. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Stepping in now, Paul Molitor. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. And that's in there, base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ken Griffey Jr. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mata has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martin is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Now at the plate, Mike Piazza looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box now, Ernie Banks as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Royals 5 and the Tigers nothing. Nick Castellanos now, and his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
Castellanos.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Reggie moves over. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. Banks has it. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 6, right fielder.
Next for the Tigers, Jim Adduci will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Shot toward right center. Griffey will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Next up is the Hall of Famer Jim Rice. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. Right back at him and off his glove. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Ready for another chance? Roberto Alomar, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And here is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Martin going back at the track. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second home run of the series, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Into the box, Paul Molitor.
Designated hitter.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Moving under it, Aducci. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Wade Boggs. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. On, he pops it up, but this will land untouched. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Settling in now, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 2. It was an RBI base hit for him back in the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So Junior strikes for a 2-run shot. His third home run of this series as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Buck Farmer is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Farmer. Up next for the Royals.
In now, Harmon Killebrew.
Harmon Killebrew.
Hard on the ground toward short. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Royals are on top 9-0.
Leading up for the Tigers, catcher, James McCann.
The pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher. DRABEK has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Banks has got it, and there's 1 down now.
Batting 8th, center fielder.
At the plate, Leonis Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hard hit ball to short, gloved by Banks. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 9th.
Ready now, Alexi Amarista. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 9-0. Striding in once again, Mike Piazza as we begin the top of the 4th.
Catcher, Mike Piazza.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. And another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Line drive to center field. Martin is right there, 1 down. Digging in now for Kansas City, Jim Rice. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And he's safe.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Standing in now, Roberto Alomar, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls.
They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Reggie Jackson. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. From the stretch. Shot toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Paul Molitor. A shot down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Amarista ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Into the box, Wade Boggs. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line, but foul. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. That's in there, base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rod.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
In now, Ken Griffey Jr. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that 3-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single. So if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Stepping in now, Mike Piazza as he lifts it in the air to right field. Aducci has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Royals out in front, 15-0. Now batting, Jose Iglesias comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Mikey Matza. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Rice. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? And Griffey will reach up and pull this one in, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Digging in once again, Ernie Banks. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Ernie Banks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. McCann is right there. And very quickly, 1 gone. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And it's gone as they add still another. Jim Rice with a solo shot. His second home run of the series as the blowout continues.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Standing in now, Roberto Alomar.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Into the box, Reggie Jackson, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Into the box now, Paul Molitor, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from 3rd crosses the plate.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Wade Boggs.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. 4 hits for him in this one, all singles. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And the runner is in from second. The relay throw. Throw to 3rd, but he's in there. As they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into 3rd.
Stepping in now, Ken Griffey Jr. as it's on the ground toward the hole. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
So 2 are gone now in the Royal 5th, and here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets fouled. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Royals lead it 20-0.
Leading up for the Tigers, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Castellanos, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was selected in the 1st round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Striding forward now is the DH, Victor Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting. Right
Now in the
fielder,
box, Jim Adduci hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers, and they remain well behind. So stepping in, Mike Piazza. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame.
Mike Piazza.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Martin. He can't get there as it falls in.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be 2. Amarista on to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Right.
Next up is the Hall of Famer Jim Rice. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that.
Rice swings, and this one is hammered to deep left field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Royals bats are quiet there. You can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. In now, James McCann will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face? Other than it's been fantastic. We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. James McCann becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Leonis Martin.
And he hits it hard to the right side.
Throw on to Killebrew, 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, second
Stepping in, Alexi Amarista. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Jose Iglesias, no hits to this point. Sliders in for a strike. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Amarista, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Tigers lead 1. And as you can see, they are way behind. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Travis Wood comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Roberto Alomar will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Roberto Alomar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Paul Molitor. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. He's got to hurry, and he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to 2nd and 3rd with 1 away now.
Now batting.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last debut. He's set, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at 3rd now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Martin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. KC leads this one 21-0. And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Therefore, it is Griffey, and that's out number 1. So 1 away, and that'll bring in Miguel Cabrera. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Cabrera stands at first with 1 out. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Jim Adduci. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer so far in the series, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Royals are on top 21-3. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Harmon Killebrew. He went down on strikes last time up.
Harmon Killebrew.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the third base line. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Row, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground is short. And that'll be another base hit as it's through into left, so it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. Those don't come along every day. In now, Ernie Banks. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Mata going back on it, onto the bullpen roof and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series as they just continue to pour it on here. Next up is the Hall of Famer Jim Rice. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Martin is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Roberto Alomar. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Popped high in the air. Cabrera is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Reggie Jackson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Into the box, Paul Molitor. He swings and grounds it to short. Over to Amarista for the force, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Royals. Here's Leonis Martin. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Leonis Martin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now batting.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Leonis Martin is retired leading off the bottom of the 8th. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Jose Iglesias. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Griffey. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And they remain well behind. A fitting shot there for the Motor City as we're set for action in the 9th inning of this one on MLB Network. Daniel Stump enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Stepping up now, Wade Boggs. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. That's lifted the other way out to left. Matuk has a beat on it. He's got it one away. Ready once again, Ken Griffey Jr. will try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carmen Killebrew. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
He just squirts that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Standing in now, Ernie Banks. For short, hit hard, and that's through for a base hit. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. KC leads this one 24-3. Digging in, Mikey Matuk. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-1 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Now the 1-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. So striding forward now, Miguel Cabrera. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Grounded to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Cabrera, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Cabrera is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And the Royals are going to move on. Next stop, the American League Championship Series.
well. They know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Well, before we say goodnight, we must sing the praises of the guy you see there.
Yeah, he was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position in this one, so he definitely had that clutch factor working. Could have been a real difference in the outcome if not for his contributions.